October 5th, 1941. Are you surprised if I tell you that this week, with the arrival of the good weather, the Germans go on the offensive once again? Well, by now I expect your answer to be no, we are not surprised at all. But are you surprised if I tell you that this week, in one sector of the front, the Germans are stopped dead in their tracks? Well, I hope that your answer is yes. Well, because it's true that if east of Tula this week the Germans advance at full speed towards Moscow, east of Kalinin the German 20th Motorized Infantry Division simply doesn't have the strength to cross the Lama River and to slip through the lines of the Soviet 34th Army. And let me give you a small spoiler. I am not worried at all about this German thrust east of Tula, because by the end of the week, a localized Soviet counterattack encircles the German 17th Panzer Division. Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new weekly episode of War in the East 2, the online game challenge. So, it's now October 1941. Every Axis player, every mentally sane Axis player would do just one thing. He would just stop any offensive operation and start to dig in. But not my opponent. Not King GD or King D or King whatever you want to call him. No, because this week he went on the offensive once again. Most likely ignoring that next week the weather forecast look really horrible because of this heavy rain coming over the front line. I don't know if he's really LARPing so much to start Operation Typhoon, or let's say the second phase of Operation Typhoon, just like in the same period when the Germans launched Operation Typhoon, but let's say it's an interesting offensive, this one, and I will dive into the details in a few seconds. Before that, let's have a look at the events. We have the Axis reached the Svir River, Axis naval success in North Africa, okay. Excess garrison in Western Europe, partisans, the first Moscow conference, and the Soviet government evacuates Moscow. Yes, because as a consequence of the Axis offensive, Mozhaitsk and I think even Maloyaroslavets have been lost to the Germans. Besides this, the turn summary is a bit interesting, let's say, so to speak, because I've lost over 100,000 men in total, and many of these, I guess, come from the losses of this week offensive, and from this reserve tier boxes I moved almost 127,000 men, and I received 273,000 men on the map. And interestingly, if I look at the losses and if I look at the amount of manpower received this week, I received like I think 60 more men compared to the ones I've lost. So it's pretty interesting, I would say. I mean, even less than 60, but still, it's kind of interesting to see this, that I've lost this amount and I gained precisely this amount on the map. So it's yeah, I was very surprised to see this. But interestingly, if we now look at the overall, let's say, order of battle of men on the map, my manpower is now skyrocketing sky high, which is going to be really, really, really interesting for the upcoming turns. And the Axis manpower is going down. Yeah, also because if you look at the losses, the Axis lost, in this offensive, lost almost 42,000 men, which are, I would say, pretty, maybe not too heavy losses, considering that the Axis now has plenty of manpower in reserve. If we have a look at the manpower pool, the Axis, yeah, they have 1.2 million of manpower in total. So not only Germany, but all of the Axis powers combined. If we have a look at, sorry, this was like this. Yeah, the ground losses. Yes, it lost 41,000 men for, precisely 385,000 men, clean, rounded number. Amazing. I've never seen that before. And yes, I mean, I reached and bypassed the threshold of 3.13 million men lost, which is quite heavy, I must say. quite hurting for me. But anyway, on the ground, the Axis, or I would say the Germans, launched an offensive in this sector, and they gained, they pushed back the 111th Rifle Division here, which suggests that this week I will also evacuate the 177th, just to shorten the front line over here. They attacked me here, they pushed back the 170th Rifle Division, interestingly attacking with all these regiments, which was again a bit unexpected. They also pushed me back over here, which is bad, because now today I will have to push the Axis back to launch a counterattack. They tried over here, but the 420th Rifle Division held its positions, and then they just attacked me along most, I wouldn't say along the entire front line, but in many sectors of the front line. And let's say this is now scary. This penetration of the 20th Motorized Infantry Division is now scary, because what he can do, and it's if I don't react properly and swiftly, he could maybe launch an attack in this direction and use the 19th and 7th Panzer Division together with the 20th Motorized Infantry Division to maybe encircle this part of the Kalinin and Western Front. But the biggest danger for me now comes from this area here, because he pushed me really, he opened a gap here, and he just threw his Panzer Divisions into this gap. Yeah, exactly. And here again, he made what I would call now the Kaluga funnel, because for just one single hex he failed to close this encirclement, which would have yielded him like 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe not this one because it's a militia rifle division, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rifle divisions, 1 militia, 1 mechanized, and 1 guard, of which 1 guard and 1 rifle brigade. So this would have been quite a decent pocket, in my opinion. And also, I think he made a mistake here, because he went for a larger encirclement. Like, I bet that had he maybe conserved his 17th Panzer Division, he would have closed this pocket here. But of course, I think now he's aiming for a much larger pocket to envelop also the troops around Tula, and this is what I have to prevent from happening this week. So yes, I want to be brutal. I want to be blunt. Yes, okay. So here I've lost these troops of the Kalinin front, but honestly, I mean, yeah, who cares? This not this. Okay, this will arrive again. This will. Oh, they. Okay, wow, interesting. So. Okay, this will be disbanded, so I don't care too much, and this will be disbanded in 1942, so okay. So yeah, I mean, luckily, I'd say I really had the best timing ever to bring on the map all these reserves, because now it's their turn to be involved in the fighting, and they yeah, they will be assigned to the armies over here, and yeah, I will try to re-establish a decent defensive line to prevent, especially to prevent the enemy panzer divisions from rejoining and sealing off the troops around Tula and of course around Kaluga. In the south, instead, in the south, yeah, nothing happened. Yeah. Interestingly, one thing that I noticed when going through the logistics report is that I have here one leader, Ivan Selivanov, who has been arrested and executed, interestingly. So now Nikandr Chibisov takes command of the 29th Army. Where is the 29th Army? Let's see if I have Army 29th. Yes, here. Who is this guy? I mean, not too bad. 555, Infantry 5, Mech 3. Okay, not bad. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Could have been worse. And yeah, so I would say that's it for this quick and dirty introduction. And now it's time, as always, to jump straight into the episode. Alright folks, so I am literally high on hormones, they say, on I think most likely it's adrenaline, because I know already what happens in this episode, and trust me, seeing that, of course, at the towards the end of the episode, to be honest, seeing that my cavalry divisions surrounded not only the 17th Panzer Division but also the Grossdeutschland Motorized Infantry Regiment was like, I don't know, an enormous satisfaction, because after I would say literally, yes, 16 weeks, 16 turns of suffering at the hands of the Germans, finally, like I would say, about damn time, for the first time, I am paying them back. I am paying my opponent back with the very same coin that he's been paying me during these hard-fought turns. And of course, it does not mean that, you know, everything now from now on will be just snowballing. No, hell no. Actually, I need to make sure that this encirclement holds. Because there is no point in surrounding an enemy division if then next week or in the next turn my opponent will just let's say not isolated, but rescue it. Oh my god, yeah, sorry, I'm too excited. I cannot even talk tonight. Anyway, yeah, so I would say this is, let's say, the bulk of the episode. I did launch, besides this, I did launch some counterattacks, and as I said in the introduction, the arrival of the rifle and cavalry divisions from the reserves was, I would say, pretty well synchronized, and by bringing up reinforcements, especially in the sector of the 34th Army, at least I can prevent any offensive push against Moscow or against the troops west of Moscow from the Kalinin salient. Whether I will manage to hold out the penetration around Malo-Yaroslavets, or I would say north of Kaluga, and whether I could stop the pincers from closing either northeast or southwest of Tula, well, at the moment I have no idea. At the moment my troops are literally devastated, and I hope that the rain of next week will kind of slow down the pace of the German advance. And I think one of you guys said that in the previous episode that for the German player, the goal of Operation Typhoon is to inflict as much damage as possible. If, and I say it again, if the Germans will close the Kaluga salient, it will be like almost not game over, but a big blow for me again, because next week I know I will lose the bulk of the Bryansk front, and I don't want to lose again more troops, especially the 3rd Guards Rifle Division. But besides that, folks, I would say that's all for this introduction. Already my voice is leaving me because of the excitement of what will come in a few seconds or minutes maybe. And well, folks, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I hope you're having fun in this PBEM, and well, I'll see you all again next week.
Налетели партизаны, налетели как гроза над родиной гремела, и шли на нас 14 держав. Ты грудью встал за ленинское дело и вышел в бой, винтовку крепко сжал. Бить без врагов, смелый упрям, трудным путем ты здесь не прошел. Слава твоим бессмертным делам, слава тебе, комсомол! Слава тебе, комсомол! Когда страна из пепла и развалин вставала вновь для жизни трудовой, ты первый поднял Донны на Урале и гордый город над Амур рекой. Бить без врагов!